Constantly, loud explosions off in the distance. We're even hearing machine gun fire, which suggests that there's street-by-street fighting. There are fires on the horizon inside Gaza, and even in the dark, you can see thick smoke rising from the battle. This started about 7 o'clock local time here, and it's not on a scale of anything we've seen in the past 3 weeks. The question tonight is whether this is another limited incursion or whether Israeli troops will still be holding those positions in the morning. Nora?
All right, Charlie Daggett, please, you and the team stay safe. I am Nora O'Donnell. That is the CBS Evening News. Good night and have a great weekend.
What would Daniel Cameron's Medicaid plan mean for my patients?
He's threatening to take away.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Here we go into Halloween weekend.
Yes, on a wet note.
Yeah, it's damp and drizzly.
It is. Oof, a little dreary.
Yeah, a little dreary.
Sets the mood.
Yeah. Then bone-chilling cold will come. How's that for you? Oh, that gets you. Are you scared? Yeah, me too. Here's a look at what's going on right now. Live radar showing light scattered showers, mainly along and east of I-65, along the Cumberland Parkway. And all of this is really, really light. So I think we're going to see a break in the activity for the rest of the evening. Perfect for Friday night football, although some drizzle may continue to fall for a while. Unofficially now, 3/10 of an inch of rain at the airport, or actually the mezzanette sites, as you can see around us, anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to even 6/10 of an inch over toward Elkton. And those totals will continue to go up over the weekend. 64 tonight, cloudy with just light rain and some drizzle. But there's heavier rain coming and the big cool down too for Halloween. I'll have all that coming up in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, our top story tonight, the name Jeremy Harrell may sound familiar to you. He is an Iraqi war veteran and Kentuckian, and is most prominently known for the work he does to help veterans get the resources they need to move forward with their lives. But now a grand jury believes that he is stealing benefits that could have been used by the same people he's trying to help. Brandon Spencer has more on the story.
Jeremy Harrell was indicted Wednesday for improperly collecting more than $100,000 in individual unemployability benefits. In order to get those benefits, veterans have to be unable to work because of disabilities they received while in service. But if they are able to work, they can't get those benefits. Harrell has been receiving benefits since 2011 and was told he needed to let the VA know if he went back to work, it would no longer need unemployment benefits. In 2019, Harrell started the Veterans Club, an organization focused on helping veterans get the resources they need to live life after their service. The indictment shows Harrell claims that he only does, quote, some things with the Veterans Club, and that because of his PTSD, he has to be self-isolated and isn't able to work. Harrell is accused of working more than 40 hours a week with the Veterans Club, which the indictment says proves he is capable of employment. We were able to find the Veterans Club 990s from 2019 to 2022, and for the first 3 years of the organization, Harrell documented that he worked an average of 60 hours a week for the organization, but in 2022, he listed working an average of 30 hours a week. Numbers that may not be in his favor to argue against a grand jury's claim for his ability to work. The prosecution also says his appearances in the media and speaking at events disproves the claim he can't work. Harrell has appeared on several WAVE programs talking about issues veterans face, including PTSD, mental health, and financial issues, along with how veterans are reacting about current events that include combat and government shutdowns. The indictment says the government could claim any of the money Harrell received in federal benefits that was used for his organization or personal property from the time he showed an ability to work.
So far, there's been no response from the VA after reaching out for comment. Jeremy Harrell has also not commented yet about the indictment or his use of the money. Well, the largest fundraising campaign in the history of the Commonwealth reached their $2 billion goal today. The University of Kentucky launched the Kentucky Can campaign. It creates thousands of scholarships to make further education more accessible to students across the Commonwealth. Supporters from all Kentucky counties contributed to this campaign.
We recognize that we have to have more Kentuckians, well-skilled, ready to lead lives of meaning and purpose to advance Kentucky, that are not just here in Lexington, but you can find across the state.
The campaign was launched back in 2018. A portion of the funding will also go towards developing new programs at the University of Kentucky. Tomorrow is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. It's a time when anyone can anonymously drop off unused or expired medications at specified collection sites. In tonight's Health Minute, we learn why drop-off locations are necessary and why throwing your medication away isn't so simple. It's a public health crisis. The drug overdose epidemic in the U.S. led to more than 112,000 deaths being reported in a 12-month period ending in May, according to the latest estimates from the CDC. And the numbers keep rising.
Narcotics, opiates obviously are an obvious problem for people.
And unused prescription drugs that are thrown in the trash can be retrieved, abused, or illegally sold. One reason it's critical to properly dispose of them. And that's not all.
If there's stuff in your medicine cabinet, your teenage kids or other people can get into it, or other people that are having, maybe a mental health emergency and they decide to take everything in the cabinet, which I've seen a lot of as an emergency physician.
Dr. Stephen Mayer with Mayo Clinic says flushing pills is also common, but it can have devastating environmental effects.
That can actually cause problems going through the, sewage treatment plant and can actually get into the groundwater, into the soil.
On Saturday, the Drug Enforcement Administration is hosting National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. People can drop off unused or expired medications with no questions asked for free and safe disposal. That includes prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, ointments, patches, creams, inhalers, and vials, pet medications, and non-aerosol medicine.
Type in your zip code and address, and you can find several locations where they're willing to take it back, usually at like police departments or pharmacies.
And you don't have to look far at all to find locations right here in South Central Kentucky to dispose of any prescription drugs you may have in your home. Tomorrow, local law enforcement agencies are holding their own drug take-back events. We're told this keeps many opiates off the streets and out of the hands of children.
We usually take in several pounds of prescription drugs between the 4 sites, but also in Bowling Green we have a 24/7 drop box available in front of Bowling Green PD, another one in front of the Kentucky State Police Post on Nashville Road, and one here at the Sheriff's Office.
If you have questions about what kinds of drugs can be disposed at any of the sites, you can contact the Bowling Green Warren County Drug Task Force. That number is on your screen. It is 270-843-5343. On more local news now, the Bowling Green Police Department is officially kicking off the Halloween weekend with their annual Trunk or Treat. News 40's Carlisle Coppins is at BG Police Headquarters in downtown Bowling Green. Carlisle, that rain, it didn't look like it scared anyone away.
Yes, Morgan. We are here at the Bowling Green Police Department's Trunk or Treat event, and the princesses, the warlocks, the witches, they have arrived. But to tell us a little bit more about the event is Ronnie Ward of the Bowling Green Police Department. So, Ronnie, tell me, why do adults and parents choose to be here instead of trick-or-treating on the street like normal?
Yeah, look, this is a safe environment that you can come to. We're surrounded by police officers. We're in the police department parking lot. It's really just a great area that families can come and feel secure in here. We know who all the trunks are here. We set organize the whole event for them, and just makes it really easy for them to come over here. And it's a good, nice, quiet, safe environment.
So speaking of safe, are you guys gonna cut down on the people who are going through the line twice?
Now look, we've got it set up where they shouldn't be able to, but sometimes people just can't not go get some more candy. So if they do, they just do.
That's true. So about how much candy are you guys planning on giving out tonight?
Oh my goodness, we know we bought like bags and bags and bags. We had about 40,000 pieces of candy when we started. We don't even know how many people are going to show up. But the thing is too, we also have other events throughout the month of October that we have candy for, and we send officers to those. So we got a couple coming this weekend that we're going to be out with too.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. If you're still at home, grab your greatest, most creative costume and come down to the Bowling Green Police Department. Carlisle Coppins at the Bowling Green Police Department. Back to you, Morgan.
Looks like a great time, Carlisle. Thank you very much. And another way for the community to get some Halloween candy while also meeting first responders is set to return this weekend. The second annual Med Center Health Heroes Fest is happening Sunday, October 29th. This is at the High Street parking lot on Med Center's campus. Ambulances, fire trucks, police cars will all be on display. Officers, firefighters, and EMS staff will also be there to hand out candy and take pictures with some of the kids. One EMS staff member tells us the reasons he believes it's important to have events like this in the community.
Number one, it means you know where your candy's coming from. You don't have to worry about kids getting something bad. It's all good candy. So it also means the community gets to come together. So they get to just relax and get some candy with your kids.
The event runs from 2 to 4 on Sunday in the parking lot between 4th and 5th Avenue. Well, stay with us. Still to come on News 40 at 6. 2 days after the deadly mass shooting in Maine, authorities are still searching for the U.S. Army reservist police say is responsible for killing 18 people. What police say they've found so far. Straight ahead. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is in after the break with a full look at our forecast. He'll tell us what we can expect to see this weekend right after this.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
I'm a nurse and a single mom of 5 kids. Budgets get tight, especially with costs right now. But Andy Bashir crossed party lines to cut the income tax, putting more money in the pockets of families like mine. It'll make life easier for me and for so many other Kentuckians. Governor Bashir really cares about people, and it shows. He puts the needs of working families first, and it's making a real difference in people's lives.
Kentucky's Attorney General should protect our kids. But as a prosecutor, Russell Coleman gave sweetheart plea deals to dangerous sex offenders. One criminal Coleman faced sexually abused an unconscious child, created child pornography, and got a plea deal for less than the minimum sentence. In case after case, judges overruled Coleman's deals as too soft on predators. Stop Coleman. Protect Kentucky's kids.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive energy-smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
My name's Al Fazalahi. I had a terrible T-bone accident. When I hung up the phone with Morgan & Morgan, I felt a huge amount of relief. They were in touch with me every step of the way and made things extremely simple for me. It was beyond easy dealing with them.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time. Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, the trick-or-treaters might not have liked it, but we really did need that rain coming in today.
Yeah, and you know, Ronnie Ward, he called me like a week ago. He was like, please don't let it rain on this. Please don't let it rain on that. I said, Ronnie, I got it covered. Dude, have some faith in me. I mean, you
handle it.
I mean, yes, I got it handled. Anyway, here's a look at what's going on right now as far as the potential rainfall across the area. Now, I will tell you that for trick-or-treating on Tuesday, it's not going to be wet. It's going to be cold. More on that in just a second. The wet weather is happening now. In fact, as we go through from today through Monday, that's going to be the prime time to get a good soaking rainfall, which is something we desperately need. How about an inch? That would be fine. I mean, we're still about 4.5 inches behind on rainfall. We'll take an inch. In some locations west of Bowling Green, we could even see 2 to 3 inches of rain between now and Monday. Lesser amounts out to the east where you could see a 1/4 inch or maybe even a 1/2 inch. 72 was our official high today with the clouds and the showers. 68 where we normally are this time of the year. 67 our low this morning. At the airport, they've recorded 1/1600ths of an inch of rain, and there is your deficit of 4.78. That's year to date. So we've got some catching up to do, and I think we'll add to that a little bit more this weekend as far as getting some rainfall in here. 68 now, south wind at 8, 87% humidity as the dew points are up in the 60s. Therefore, we've got a muggy air mass. And we've got a lot of moisture out there, and it's going to wring out the atmosphere as we go through the weekend with several rounds of rain. We'll take it. 68 right now, 70 in E-Town, at Campbellsville, Hardensburg. You've got 70 over in Greenville, 66 in Franklin right now. And there are the dew point temperatures almost equal to the air temperatures. So that means near 100% relative humidity with all the moisture that's in play here. Here we go with the next 40 hours. We're going to see a bit of a break in the rainfall this evening. If you're going out to some of the Friday night football games, you're going to find some light rain and drizzle at best. And most of it now is going to be east of 65. The front comes on in tomorrow morning, but here's the thing. It is going to get stopped by the ridge of high pressure, which is off to the southeast. So waves of low pressure are going to ride along this front, and that's going to make it bend back to the north. And because of that bending motion, that wobble back and forth, we're going to see showers and thunderstorms ramping up. There's the big low that's going to come right through West Tennessee and the Bowling Green area. Rainfall will be enhanced as we get into Saturday night, Sunday, and even into Monday, and that's when the cold front finally makes its way through the area, and that's when the colder air takes over. In fact, trick-or-treating preview here for next Tuesday. The showers will be moving out. Temperatures in the chilling 40s. Bone-chilling cold for trick-or-treaters on Tuesday. 64 tonight, some light rain and drizzle, 30% chance of showers. Then tomorrow, showers more into the afternoon and evening, 72. Then we start to see the temperatures falling with some heavy rain maybe Sunday night into Monday. And look how cold it's going to get for Halloween. Look at those lows in the 20s and 30s. Whew. That's really cold. All right, here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
What would Daniel Cameron's Medicaid plan mean for my patients?
He's threatening to take away health care coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians.
It's very scary that people are not going to have health coverage.
People will not be able to see their doctors. People will not be able to buy medicines.
Many rural hospitals will end up closing their doors.
Cameron is still following his pal, Matt Bevin.
I don't know why you do that.
I don't think Daniel Cameron understands what Kentuckians are going through.
And that is not acceptable for a governor.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Morris Jewellery is this area's independent and trusted source for diamonds. We're an experienced direct diamond importer, and custom design is our specialty, with diamond engagement rings starting at $33 per month. Our prices can't be beat.
As Kentucky families struggled, Joe Biden brags.
Bidenomics is working.
Andy Beshear agrees. Beshear backed Biden's disastrous economic policies. Now he's endorsing Biden for re-election.
This president delivered.
For Andy Beshear, he did, giving $250,000 to fund his agenda.
I want to thank the president.
Beshear's with Biden. Trump backs Daniel Cameron. If you stand with Trump, vote Cameron for governor. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Hey y'all, it's Bree, and don't forget to tune in to the Pie Queen's Pantry this week. We're going to talk about what you can do with that leftover candy so that you can enjoy it more than the kids. See you this week on the Pie Queen.
During the COVID pandemic, I fought against Washington's unconstitutional assault on our rights. In Kentucky, Daniel Cameron did the same. When Andy Beshear shut down our places of worship, Cameron led the fight to reopen churches, taking Governor Beshear to court, and Cameron won and ensured that you had the right to worship freely. That's why I'm voting for Daniel Cameron, because no matter the fight, Cameron will safeguard your rights.
Protect Freedom PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's day 2 of the multi-state search for the man police say shot and killed 18 people in Maine. Residents are still sheltering in place. Laura Hefeli has the latest.
Come to the front door with nothing in your hand.
Heavily armed police are scouring the woods in southern Maine, and divers are searching the Androscoggin River. Part of their focus, a boat dock, where they found this car belonging to Robert Card, the suspect in Wednesday night's mass shooting in nearby Lewiston.
The river is a big piece of this. The car was located there. Evidence is located in the vehicle or right there along the shores of the Androscoggin River.
A law enforcement source tells CBS News the evidence includes a firearm that Card legally purchased. Law enforcement sources say he had access to numerous other guns, and they're tracing each shell casing found at the scenes. Police say Card opened fire inside a bowling alley and restaurant using a semi-automatic assault rifle with an extended magazine and a scope. Police say Card is armed and dangerous and have since expanded the order for families to lock themselves in their homes. That order now includes tens of thousands of people in this county and the county north of here. Last night, SWAT teams, K-9 units, and helicopters searched Card's hometown of Bowdoin, focusing on one home in particular. Law enforcement sources tell the Associated Press they found a suicide note and Card's cell phone. Some of the 18 victims have been identified. 13 were wounded, 3 critically.
Often these rounds will hit bone, shatter bone, and the bone itself becomes a missile or a projectile.
According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been 567 mass shootings in the U.S. this year. Laura Hafley, CBS News, Lisbon, Maine.
Stay with us. Maxwell Trink is in with a look at sports next.
Breast cancer is a leading cause of cancer death among women in the United States. In Kentucky, over 30,000 people will be diagnosed this year. Early detection reduces your risk and increases treatment options. MedCenter Health Diagnostic Imaging offers digital and 3D mammography, ultrasound, and MRI options for early detection. Our 6 locations across South Central Kentucky make it easy for you to schedule your mammogram close to home. Our team cares for people together.
Daniel Cameron's staunch position allowing for no exceptions in the case of rape or incest. It is an insult to the injury that these survivors have already made it through.
I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. And there are other little girls out there that need that choice.
And now, Attorney General Cameron is demanding access to the medical records of Kentucky women who go out of state for reproductive health care without their permission. That's extreme, and it's dangerous.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. It's easier than you think.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, weeknights on CBS.
It's time, y'all. Come on. Yeah, I know that I would not. It's a new season for my new home in NYC. I feel good today. We're all new in New York. See what we did there? Clever. So good.
Weekdays at 3 on WNKY, NBC 40.
It's scary amounts of fun.
Is your favorite thing Pennywise the Clown? That's my favorite person. It's not terrifying at all.
On the all-new game show.
Is this movie Psycho?
Person, place, or thing.
Though he should not be named, he was born with the name Tom Riddle.
Voldemort?
Yeah! We're not supposed to say it out loud, but on the show here, we need to say it out loud.
On WNKY, NBC 40.
To raid the cage, here's how it works. Are you ready? Ex-NFL star Ephraim Salaam has 50 seconds to go into the cage and grab as many big prizes as he can. But if he doesn't get out before the doors close, he loses it all. Will he make it? You just gotta watch. Unnecessary roughness. With host Damon Wayans Jr. and co-host Jeannie Mai. A new Raid the Cage tonight at 9, 8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Welcome to Sports. Tonight is the final regular season week of the football season for high school. Bowling Green is set to host Louisville powerhouse St. X for a huge showdown. Plus, Warren East visits Franklin Simpson, and Greenwood hosts undefeated Union County. Be sure to tune into all the action. Football Frenzy tonight at 10 p.m. for the best highlights and analysis in our area. To Warren East High School now, as Lady Raiders soccer superstar Decca Burr ended the 2023 season with historic accolades. Burr finished the season as the #1 goal scorer in the state of Kentucky with 62. This is the first time a girl from the 4th region has ever finished the season with the most goals in a single year. Burr currently has 137 goals in her career and is the all-time leading scorer in Warren East Lady Raiders soccer history. Congratulations on an incredible season, and we look forward to seeing you in your senior year, Decca. The WKU soccer team is set to host New Mexico State in a matchup with the Aggies tonight. The Tops are sitting at sitting at second in the Conference USA standings, trailing only those Aggies. The final game of the regular season play is underway. To the Hill now, as WK Volleyball is gearing up for a road series against the La Tech Bulldogs. The Tops are 10-0 in conference play this year, and they travel to Ruston to face these Bulldogs, who are 1-9 against CUSA opponents. The first match of the weekend is currently underway, and the Tops will be in action tomorrow as well. To Lexington now, as the Kentucky Wildcats are set to return to the gridiron after the team's bye week. The Cats are coming off a disappointing loss to Missouri, the Tigers, a few weeks ago, with hopes to bounce back, but Kentucky has a challenging opponent in front of them in the Tennessee Volunteers. Here's what head coach Mark Stoops had to say about coming out of the bye week.
Really excited about getting back to work here this week. I felt like we improved as a football team a week ago. We needed to. We needed the time to heal up a bit. Certainly get some things corrected, improve as a team, and get prepared for a great game here this week with hosting Tennessee.
To the Ville now, as the Cards are set to host a huge ACC matchup this weekend. Louisville will host Duke for a top 25 matchup on Saturday. Cards are also coming out of the bye week with their first loss of the season. That was against Pitt for head coach Jeff Brom. These were the expectations for the Blue Devils and for his team for the rest of the season.
This is a tough physical football team. They've played very, very well this year. And in order for us to win, we're going to have to, play our best football. So we want to work hard to improve as the season goes on, and if not, then it's not going to be a fun last stretch. So we've got to put in the work and prepare and take the field game day and continue to still be aggressive.
And finally, the Tennessee Titans are gearing up for the Atlanta Falcons after their bye week this weekend. The team could be without starting quarterback Ryan Tannehill after he suffered an ankle injury in the team's last contest. This opens the door for rookie quarterback and former Kentucky Wildcat Will Levis and second-year quarterback Malik Willis. Be sure to tune in to CBS 40 for this week's action. Of course, very exciting stuff with the Titans. Also, World Series starts up tonight, so all you baseball fans, root for the Diamondbacks or the Rangers. I'm very happy with it.
You said Diamondbacks first.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a Mets fan. Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer on the Rangers, so either way, I'm fine.
Trying to put you on the spot. Yeah, I got you. All right, if you're going out to Friday night football tonight, just cloudy with some light rain and drizzle. No big deal. 64 will be our overnight low, and tomorrow scattered showers with a high at 72, turning much colder after that.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.
Thank y'all. Thank you, everybody. I do. I appreciate y'all. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Well, we got another good one for you today, returning for their second day from the world-famous Ida Bell, Oklahoma. It's your champs. It's the Russell family. Florida, home of the best boat show in the world. It's the Sherry family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash.